أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Viewers, today I also want to discuss about coronavirus, new current situation. Now, situation about coronavirus is very serious, and it's very dangerous at that time. Now, all over the world, the coronavirus cases reached about 18 lakh. You can say 1.8 million. 1.8 million, near 2 million now is reached. So this this figure of cases is from the all countries official government figure, but actual figure is so high. From some friend, from my sources I listen, is more than 5 million people are affected so far. So if you see in USA now is 0.533 million, 5,33,000 is daily more than 30,000 people affected in USA. And if you see now, the total number of deaths in USA is the highest most all over the world, more than 20,580 at that time, but daily they are near 2,000 died every day. So now if you see, the Spain figure is now they are affected is 0.166, is so high, 1,66,000. And if you see its number of deaths is near 17,000. And if you see Italy is 152,271 is number total of cases that are affected, that are sick people due to coronavirus. And if you see, the total number of death in Italy is more than 19,000, is 19,468. And if you see France is another highest, now is 129,670 is very high figure. And if you see its number of death near 14,000. And next Germany is now 125,452 number of people affected, and number of deaths is low. Germany, the most people are recovered, and their death rate is very low, or other comparison to other countries which are most affected, like USA, Spain, Italy, and even UK. So the number of deaths in Germany is very low, near 3,000, 2,871. And China is now totally controlled. There is deaths under 10, and daily 2-3 like that is normal like situation. And they are affected people daily less than 100. So less than 100 affected people daily ratio like that. So if you see all when coronavirus started to till now date, the total number of cases is China is 82,000. And if you see, UK suddenly comes up, and now its cases is number of people affected 78,991, near 79,000, and its number of deaths is near 10,000, 9,875. Daily there number of affected people more than 5,000, and if you see number of deaths near 1,000 in UK. And in Iran now situation little bit under control. Daily less than 2,000 new cases, and total number of deaths is 4,474. And Turkey also suddenly comes up, and now is number of affected people 52,000, and number of deaths 1,101. So now if I discuss about other countries, like in Malaysia, number of people affected 4,683, and number of affected people 153. It's always near 150 around about, as under control situation. 3 people die today, and total number of deaths is 76. And if you see in Pakistan, 5,170, and number of people affected today new current is 159, and total number of deaths 88. And if you see Indonesia is 4,241. So total number of death is 399, and total number of new cases 399, and if you see total number of deaths 373, and today deaths is 46. So Indonesia is suddenly comes up, and its number of deaths increases day by day, and also its cases increased day by day. So now the situation is very serious all over the world. Near 2 million people affected, and if you see the 0.1,100,000 people died already. Now it's guess from developed country and also from USA. They said if coronavirus kill 20 million people and it will finish, then it is said that this disease is controlled, and there is no more effect, and no more effect on the people, and it is controlled by all over the world. So suppose this coronavirus will goes maybe more than 3 months like that, and this situation is not controlled so far so quickly. Now everywhere lockdown is increased day by day. Here I am in Malaysia, is lockdown situation near 1 month, from last 17 of March. Here's lockdown, and it's go on now. They stand up to 28th of April. So I hope inshallah this coronavirus is controlled in Malaysia, because alhamdulillah here is under control. Every day from last 1 month is like 150 roundabout, and these cases are not so high, and this is under control situation, alhamdulillah. So I hope it will controlled in next 14 days, and this lockdown is finished, and here situation become normal. I hope so. So actually I want to also discuss about something, and you all people make yourself busy in some activities, do some exercise, do reading books, do some activities like at home. If you just feel yourself like sick, you control and take so much pressure for of coronavirus, then you become sick like because for nothing, because this coronavirus lockdown situation also affect psychological effect all over the world. People, because of lockdown, they not go outside for fresh air. So in this way, this effect on the health of human beings so much. So if you make you busy in yourself in some activities, then inshallah it will not affect you, and this time period will go so quickly like other days. Every month goes so quickly, and years goes so quickly. So if you just think about coronavirus, and you don't do any activities and take pressure, it will affect your mind, so your physical health so much. So I all of you human being request you, make yourself busy in some activities, do exercise, and read books. You read Holy Quran, you listen Quran, because Quran is Shifa. Also it will cure you from coronavirus, inshallah. If any person daily listen Surah Mulk, and it's repeat again and again, and daily listen, and also listen its translation, then act upon it, then inshallah no coronavirus will affect him. If anybody have coronavirus, he should recite Surah Yasin and Surah Rahman. Surah Rahman also Shifa, and Surah Yasin gave you Shifa. All Quran is Shifa. You recite again and again, and all human beings which are not Muslim, you must read and listen about Islam. You study about Islam, you think about Islam. It is the religion of peace. It gives you the way out of such situation. This situation will goes very quickly, and you will become better inshallah. And our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave us so beautiful deen. You must read about it, and you read about the life of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it will give you think about yourself, and it will change your life, and and all over the world people, if you think about Islam, and it will make you peace of mind, and it will give you solution of every your problems. And if you think positive, and for the welfare of yourself or human being, then you also become good, and also society become good. And yes, Islam give you lesson to do best for the others. So assalamu alaikum, Allah Hafiz.